Hello and welcome to another edition of PV-Tech Newscast. Coming up in this week's programme, dire results in German market, US solar dumping case a threat to industry, and we have a special exclusive on the US market on the cusp of it becoming a 100 gigawatt market. Weak results, write-downs, reorganisations and in one case a high-profile resignation summed up the results of a wave of German companies reporting third quarter financials in the past week. Many were reeling from continued overcapacity, falling prices, as well as battling weaker than expected demand in the German market. The end result was a plethora of losses being reported across the sector, including SolarWorld, Qcells, Solon, Conergy, Phoenix Solar and Sunways. Cutting production and jobs was a common theme, as well as reorganisation to streamline operations, while full-year revenue guidance figures were lowered, indicating tough times ahead. Struggling Qcells reported a larger than guided Q3 loss and the resignation of its CFO Marion Helms. Others fared better, posting positive results, such as Centro Solar, SMA Solar Technology and S.A.G Solarstrom. A year-long investigation into allegations raised by the CASM against the export practices of Chinese manufacturers has started. This follows petitions from the Coalition for American Solar Manufacturing to the US Department of Commerce and the International Trade Commission. Warren Major has more.
CASM, led by SolarWorld, alleges that China's state-sponsored industry has mounted an onslaught of dumping that has included a surge of imports in recent months. Investment bank Jefferies held a conference call recently with head of the international trade practice at Haynes & Boone, Ed Liebau. He said if duties were imposed, they would lead to higher module prices and lower demand overall. In an attempt to circumvent regulations of the duties being imposed, it looks likely that Chinese module manufacturers will make plans to manufacture their modules in other countries. The Commerce Department is expected to issue preliminary countervailing duty deposit rates to imports 5 months after the initial petition was filed, which will probably be in March 2012.
Turning to technology news now, 11 years of research and development at Sharp Corporation has produced the world's highest non-concentrating compound semiconductor solar cell with a conversion efficiency of 36.9%. The results were confirmed by the National Institute of Advanced Industrial Science and Technology. Using a triple-junction indium-gallium arsenide stacked layer structure, Sharp hopes the technology can be used for transferring to flexible thin-film substrates sometime in the future. And now to the latest updates on market trends. IMS Research has raised its PV installations forecast for the year to 24 gigawatt, up from its August forecast of 22 gigawatt. Despite installations in the second half of the year being almost double those in the first half, most suppliers didn't see any evidence of this increase, likely a result of the high inventory levels in the channel, according to IMS. Emerging markets of North America and Asian markets are expected to generate 85% of the global growth in installations in 2011, while European markets are only set to grow by about 3%. One market in Europe showing explosive growth is the UK.
We think there could be close to 600 megawatts being done this year, which in context is huge compared to what it did last year, 45 megawatts done last year. So one of the fastest growing markets in the world.
A new report is predicting 22% growth in installations in the fourth quarter, especially in Germany. Authors Solarbuzz found that ground-mounted solar installations took over 1/3 of the EU market in the second half of 2011, despite falling 27% from last year, while non-residential building-mounted installations will take a 55% share in 2011. And finally, a unique bottom-up analysis of retail electricity prices across the US by Keiser Analytics paints an incredible picture of the potential for adoption of solar power at the residential and commercial level. With PV installation costs falling fast, an inflection point is looming for mass solar adoption. At a key cost level of $3 per watt, approximately 17% of US electricity could be economically served by solar PV, equivalent to over 300 gigawatt of solar PV capacity, according to the analysis by Keiser. A copy of the complete analysis is available free for download at Keiser Analytics website. Meanwhile, check out our exclusive guest blog by the author in the guest blog section of the PV-Tech website. And up next week, we'll be covering the financial results from a leading pack of Chinese producers. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.